We'll hold our own live battle bots battle, which we call the Battle of Burbank. My chin killer robot will go against the Mauler, and hopefully, not hopefully, we'll destroy him. Thank you. And Hootie and the Blowfish will perform as well. We got a great show tomorrow night. The director of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Ron Howard, will be here. It's Grinch Week. MTV's Johnny Knoxville and the music of Green Day. And coming up in the next couple of weeks, what do we got? We got Ben Affleck, Natalie Cole, Tobey Maguire, Charlize Theron, Smashing Pumpkins, Rodney Dangerfield, Martha Stewart, Arthur Schwarzenegger. Oh, that's Arnold's younger brother. He's not quite... Right. No, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sally Field, NSYNC, and Adam Sandler. All right. My first guest, one of the funniest guys in the entire world. Also a huge, huge movie star. New movie, Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, over November 17th. This will be a huge hit. He's great. Wasn't he great as the Grinch?
He's really good.
Boy,
he's really good.
It's unbelievable. Jim Carrey, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing?
You surprised me. Good to see you again.
Oh, God, I feel good. Don't touch my hair. It's where it's supposed to be, and it's not moving.
How are you?
I'm great.
You look
Looking forward to Christmas, I'll tell you that
Are you in the Christmas mood? Are you in the...
I am in the Christmas mood, you know what I mean? It just can't come early enough for me.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's earlier and earlier every year. But, you know, I just don't know. Somewhere around Labor Day, when I hear Jerry sing that song at the end of the telephone, walk on, I just get in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
And I want to get out there and shop, you know?
Yeah.
It's just never early. How many people here have their shopping done? Other people have their shopping done?
Look,
what's the matter with you guys? It's almost Thanksgiving. No, it's
What
crazy.
was Christmas like for you? Was it a big deal at your house? Was it a lot of presents?
You know, my family was so into Christmas.
Yeah.
They loved Christmas. They made a huge deal of it. You know, in fact, they kind of thought of it as an opportunity to scare the hell out of the kids.
Really? Well, that's
basically, I was terrified of Santa Claus. The whole concept of Santa Claus scared the hell out of me because they would sing those songs, you know, better not cry, better not pout, better not shout. I'm checking a list, I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna come and I see you, I know what you're doing, I've seen your thing, I saw what you did last summer, and I'm coming, you know.
I've seen your thing.
Yeah, I saw you in the gym and without your clothes and you're dirty and I'm coming, you know. And,
this is a whole different
filthy.
Santa than
it was
I knew.
horrible. And so by the time, you know, Christmas
Santa
Eve
saw my
came,
thing. How horrible is that?
It's awful.
I don't want to go there.
Awful. Wow. And
Well, what kind of...
Unwrapped.
What kind of presents?
It's a new MTV special, Jim Carrey Unwrapped. Okay. No, but see, he would, you know, and I would sit there, you know, and on Christmas Eve, I would be freaking out because it was like Judgment Day for me. It was like, this is where it's all going to come down. Was I good enough? What am I going to get? You know, and stuff. And it didn't help that my family would, like, you know, the kids would go to bed, they'd tip a few and start, like, you know, getting the ladders out. They'd get up on top of the roof, the beer in one hand, sleigh bells in the other. Oh, I love this. This will scare the hell out of them, you know. One year, my father actually tied sleigh bells underneath the springs of our beds, so that every time we stirred in bed, it would go shing, 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 like that. And we go, it's on the roof, it's on the roof, like that. It was terrifying. I had one Christmas in particular, I had asked for this clunky little go-kart. I don't know, it was like 29 bucks or something. I don't know what it was. But it was like this little steel go-kart. And in the middle of the night, I heard something rustling in the living room. You know, it was Christmas Eve, and I thought, I'm going to see who this guy is. I want to check this dude out. I start walking down the hallway, and I guess they heard me. They heard the door close behind me. Something happened. Anyway, things started clanging. I see shadows. I see people diving behind things in the shadows and stuff like that. I come out in the living room. My father is all out of breath. Like this. He's hiding a wrench behind his leg. Right. Okay, there's little steel poles all over the living room. And he said, Santa heard you coming. Santa heard you coming and he took off. And unless you get back to bed, he won't come back. Like that kind of thing. So I was completely mortified. I started seeing things. I swear I saw the sleigh on the roof next door to us. It was just like, you know, I was like a Vietnam vet. They're on the roof, they're coming down. We need help down here. You know, it was out of my mind.
Really?
Yeah, so
Frightening.
long story short, what happened was that I actually had a panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I ran out of my apartment building into the street and was hit by a car and broke my leg in 3 places. And to this day, I cannot, like, I don't have a full range of motion in this leg.
Really?
No.
No.
That last part was fake.
Yeah.
The whole last part was fake.
But just Santa seeing my thing. I can't, that's the one that got me. Just.
There's so much pressure to come up with good anecdotes on these shows, you know?
Well, you must be hard to buy. What do you buy you for Christmas? You see, it must
Yeah,
be very
people freak
difficult.
out. They don't know what to get me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm very simple. I just, you know, I'm into collectibles, you know? I like, you know, Beatles memorabilia and you know, old movie posters, the Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant, lovely.
You know, so I'm just putting it out there, you know, in case anybody wants to grab that for me. You know, but people like, they overdo it with me like that. You know, it's like, well, what would you do with something like that anyway, the Ark of the Covenant? You know, so they overdo the collectible thing. What are you going to do? What if you scratch it? You know, hey, you kids, get out of here. Get that football outside. It's the Ark of the Covenant. I'll open it up and fry your eyeballs right out.
Why don't we take a break? We'll talk more. We'll talk about Grinch, too.
Do we
when get
have
back.
to?
We'll come
it's
back.
rampant commercialism. Carrie, right after this.
I'm Abby Janello, Vine Grove Realty.
Buddy Emerald, I was just driving by.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, my God, I touched my hair.
Congratulations on being the Grinch. Well, everybody's talking about
It's such an honor to be part of that legacy, you know, to be part of the Seuss thing. And it was, you know, I mean, he's the anti-Claus, you know? It's like, you know, Christmas isn't Christmas without the Grinch, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, and I have to apologize ahead of time. Yeah, you will know about it. You will not escape the barrage of, you know, of the campaign. You know, I just want to apologize now. It'll be everywhere. You know, it's under your feet right now. Look!
But it's okay, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a sweet story. It's a great story. It's about alienation and all those wonderful things that I identify with so well.
Well, and it's a good, I mean, it's not a, I mean, you can, grown-ups like it.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, these movies
Oh.
these days, they're so huge sometimes. It's like, you know, by the time you, like the premiere last night, there were so many camera crews, so much insanity around it, that by the time you get inside, it's like, you know, I don't know, the Lord would have to walk through the screen and dance with NSYNC and, you know, and multiply the Raisinets or something like that, you know, in order to kind of like, you know, deserve that kind of hype, you know. It's
I like the way
insane.
your mind works. The Lord would come in and dance with NSYNC. There you are. I like it. Well, the thing that amazed me, I mean, I can't imagine. Well, it's makeup. It's not even a costume.
Yeah.
How many hours a day to do this?
It was insane. It was 3 hours a day, and you know, it was something I actually, you know, they after a couple of weeks, I was freaking out in this stuff, you know, because it was like here's a moment in makeup for me. I'm still alive. Don't bury me. You know, that kind of thing. You know, it was like having sleeping sickness. You know, where everyone's moving around you, but nobody's relating to you because you're in this big suit. You know, and you're going like, Mommy, Daddy. Why are you crying? If I could only move my hand, I'd show them I'm still here. You know, stop putting dirt on me. Hey, someone, you know.
Did you have to train for that? I mean, it looked very intense.
After a couple of weeks, they actually brought a guy in who's a Navy SEAL to teach me pain deferment.
No, I don't know. What is it?
Well, I'll give you an example. Say my leg was hurting.
Right.
Watch. Ah! Damn it! I'm not worried about my leg anymore.
Oh, I see.
It's that type of thing. It's that concept.
Yeah, that's good psychology.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So, but what you do is you'll like hit yourself or pinch yourself or whatever to get out of your discomfort and stuff. And I learned some pretty amazing little tricks about, you know, being patient. And at the same time, I learned some other things that were kind of valuable, like 50 ways to kill a guy with a Christmas bow.
Really? Well, that's the nice thing about having a Navy SEAL.
How to make a lean-to with greeting cards.
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing. Unbelievable.
Now, it's not a mask, is it? It's makeup that's put on, right?
Do you know that I could blow this place to kingdom come with a fruitcake?
Apparently there was psychological damage.
No, those little green things are highly volatile.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Really? I didn't know that. And you worked with the dog, too?
Yeah.
The dog is great.
Well, that was the confusing part, because I had the yak hair all over the place. It's like I've worked with dogs and animals before, but I've never actually been one. You know what I mean? So it was so confusing with the snow and all the stuff going on, and there were trainers hanging from the ceiling dressed as sausages, you know, and stuff like that to get the dog's attention, you know. Yeah. And that didn't actually happen, but that's kind of a nice image. Should get some of them in here. No, but, you know, so it was so confusing at times that I would, you know, they'd yell to the dog and I'd bark and put my paw over my nose, you know, and stuff like that. They'd throw me a sausage, you know, at the end of the take. It was great. I love the belly rubs.
Really?
Oh, you get my foot going there. Go ahead and scratch behind my ear.
I'm afraid what'll happen...
See? Always let me sniff you first.
Really? Really? You know, I'll keep that in mind. Make a note of that.
He's friendly.
Well, let's show people what we're talking about. This is...
Sure, wait.
I mean... All right, here we go. Lift it up. Here we go. What is this scene we're going to see here? Oh, this... I know this scene. Okay.
Ultimate power! Okay.
What's happening here?
This is a brat. No.
Oh, the love... And she's very good.
Stealing the scene from me. And, no, this is the first time that the Grinch and Cindy Lou meet up. And the Grinch is trying to convince her of how kind of ultimately evil he is, and she's just not buying it.
Let's take a look.
Mr. Grinch, my name is Cindy Lou Who.
You see, even now, the terror is welling up inside you.
I'm not scared.
Denial is to be expected in the face of pure evil.
I don't think so.
Doubt? Another unmistakable sign of the heebie-jeebies. No, you're doomed. Run for your life before I kill again! I'm a psycho. Danger! Danger!
Maybe you need a timeout.
Kids today, so desensitized by movies and television.
Jim, great job as always.
Thanks, man.
Always a pleasure, buddy.
Class.
Jim Carrey, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, pal.